Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the California Golden Bears taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Bears will kick it. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Yellow Jackets return team will have that offense backed up. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone.
And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up.
Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Golden Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Ramos. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And couldn't quite.
You hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
Looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the air on first down. Looking left. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for 3 reasons. 1, he knows where the first down marker is, so he gets his steps. 2, he's able to stay in bounds before securing the catch. And 3, makes the grab. Just an awesome jump.
Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Quick completion to the right. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Off play action. Gets away. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What a snag by the defense. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
To throw, it's Ramos. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for room, it's Welsh. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw. It's Ramos. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Back open in the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll leave it with him. Knocked down for the tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting a run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The give to the lone running back. Low man wins, and he just smashed it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Quick strike complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into it.
They'll run the counter. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Quick completion on the out. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Got it behind the line. It's Martin. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to stop.
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Secures it at the 30. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk.
He's loose. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go with a direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the 1st down without getting... Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
We're ready to get it started here in the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback moving. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down for the 16. And he's knocked down.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Valentine. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Looking to throw it again. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Might be looking to run. At the 45, on his way. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down, and yet another big gain. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the pummeling has started. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 1st down here for the offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Shut down and shut out in the 1st half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. And the pass hits, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Just plowing down the field. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the route is on.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now on first down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We will wrap it up with a sack. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. What a cut. Now he's loose. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Golden Bears are flying down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And here's the return. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take a no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it at the end zone, making a huge play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Pulls it in. At the 40, there he goes. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Yeah, and good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to run it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets look to do some damage in the red zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. and they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.